You're listening to MKFM. It's me, Simon Tuck. It is a Sunday morning, and of course, at this time, every Sunday, we talk to Charlie Bill. And last week, we spoke to you down in Plymouth before the game. The excitement had built, and you'd had two games you had already won, Charlie, and now you're just about to enter into that third Plymouth game. And what was it like leading into that, Charlie?
Yeah, I think it was a really good atmosphere off the back of that Gillingham result. Like I said, we had a good week's work in training. We applied ourselves well. I think we travelled on the Saturday, so it was quite a good. It brought us together quite well socially. We set out a team meeting, team briefing, kind of in preparation for the Sunday, and it was all about really not letting our standards slip and making sure that we kept that consistency. Because anyone we play in this league, we know that if you give them the opportunity, if you give them a goal to get in games, then you make it difficult for yourself. And so we built up a really good week's work, and ultimately I think that again went in very quickly into the game. Um, Scoring an early goal always helps in games massive because it just settles the nerves. It just settles us, and then we was able to build on that throughout the first half.
Yeah, Charlie, I mean, the scoreline says 8-0. Okay, 8-0. Did it become embarrassing for Plymouth at one point? We just literally were they overrun? I didn't see the game, so I can't comment on it. But was it just like that? Was Plymouth just they've fallen apart, or were you just so commanding?
Yeah, I think it was fair play to Plymouth. They from first minute to last, they changed a lot this season. They're quite a young side, so um, they, they didn't end the stop. They didn't kind of give us a moment to relax. But I think what we did really well was often, and I always and I'm referred back to the Hounslow game at half time, and yourself being there,
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw it as well. Was often when you go 2-3 ahead, it kind of got off the gas and kind of go through the motions a little bit. And I kind of challenged the players from within at half time, and I said, don't force things. Keep playing our way. Keep playing to our standards. And obviously, the longer the game goes on, when they start to tie, because we had a lot of the ball. I think it was about 65, 70% of it in the end. I said the spaces will be there and use them. And I think the most impressive thing with the second half was actually we scored two really good team goals, which had 8, 9, 10 pass moves, players getting lots of touches on the ball in their moves. So I think we didn't ever force it, and we just kept to our standards. And I think that's as much as obviously a scoreline is an 8-0 scoreline where we've dominated that team. I think that always leads into good preparation for our next game, because actually what we've done is stuck to our standards. We've scored some really good goals, built confidence. And I keep referring back to things like the back four and the keeper. That's now 3 clean sheets in a row. And I think the same thing from them. It's very easy in them games to switch off for a moment and often concede a sloppy goal or an error. And they've been switched on the whole of October. We haven't conceded a goal. So I think both ends of the pitch have been really impressive.
Do you think the boys looked to your game against Gillingham and thought, man, if they can beat Gillingham women, we need to beat Gillingham men?
Yeah, no, hopefully, yeah. And as we were travelling down, to be fair, I had the commentary on and I was listening to it, and yeah, it was really pleasing, and hopefully, yeah, they took a bit of motivation from our result, and I'm sure that Gillingham have been frustrated by in both weeks coming down, not scoring a goal in either men's or women's, and us both coming away with 3 points.
It's an exciting time for MK football. That's what we're saying, and I think it's a great place to be right now to see that. And but there's no game there's no game this afternoon. How do you motivate the ladies to bring as their game when there's no game and have to wait another week?
Yeah, I think it's just we keep setting targets, so we keep setting ourselves aims and targets, and that's from within. And I think actually sometimes we reflect when you're going on a really good run, you want to keep that momentum up, you want to keep playing games. But I think off the back of last weekend, where we've had the whole weekend away, then by the time we get back on the Sunday, it's very late with the travel. I think actually going into this week, that can also almost sometimes have an impact on your week into a Monday, then into Tuesday training. So I actually think that it's fallen quite nicely, and it's allowed us now to have Tuesday, Thursday this week. Today, Sunday, we've given them the day off, just to say to regroup, and then we go again Tuesday, Thursday, and then hopefully I think that almost recharges a little mini break in the season, recharges them batteries. We'll set the targets out this week. We'll set out our game plan. We'll know what Keynsham are about, and actually hopefully we'll then be ready to go again for that next block of 3 or 4 league games to hopefully replicate what we've just shown in the previous 3.
We can't wait. Third in the league. You're 6 points. Sorry, you're 12 points with 6 games played. With Watford on 13, Oxford on 15. But Portsmouth are coming up behind with 10 with only 5 games. Are they another team to watch out for?
Yeah, I think Portsmouth are a fantastic side, and I think they showed that last year. They actually beat us 4-0 at the stadium last year, and actually going into, I think, for 44 minutes of the game it was 0-0. They scored a key goal just before half time, and they kind of used the quality that they've got. So yeah, we know we've got that game approaching the Portsmouth, and we've got Yeovil approaching after Keynsham. And know that Yeovil went away and drew at Watford this weekend, and in Cardiff. And Cardiff have been picking up a little bit of inconsistency with lockdown in Wales and things like that now. But I think these games are really exciting games that the whole squad wants to be part of.
Yeah.
And I think the things what we're doing well at the moment is we are setting one game at a time. We're not looking ahead at Yeovil. We're not looking ahead at Portsmouth yet, because it's going next game. Can we build on? Can we get 3 more points? And ultimately, if we keep preparing and keep to our standards, we know the last probably 3 games we played at our top level. I said last weekend about players playing at 8, 9, 10 out of 10. And I keep saying to the players, if we do that week on week, we shouldn't fear any opposition. So let's not worry what they're going to bring to us.
Yeah.
Let's be confident in ourselves and our own ability. If we apply our game plan and our standards and quality, there's no reason why we can't get 3 points off any team in this league.
We're going to definitely come and want to watch MK Dons women play. Tickets available yet?
Yes, so the tickets available are actually online. They set up quite early through the club website. You can ring up the box office as well to purchase tickets. And I know, I think from last weekend, a lot of players are on social media, looking at social media, and there's been such a positive atmosphere around the place. And I think if fans missed out on either the Gillingham and the Hounds and the really good games, obviously Plymouth a long travel, so obviously understandably the fans missed out, but actually hopefully this is a really good chance for us to come next Sunday, and really show what we're about, and really hopefully keep that consistency, because I know players have spoke from within. Actually, it's a really big lift from them when they get cheered on, when they hear their name, and we've got young female footballers watching them, and they want to become role models. They want to become idols to these players.
Please go and buy a ticket today for next Sunday. That's the 1st of November. The game starts at 2:00. Get there a little bit early and get yourself a drink, and get yourself a social distance seat, because it is brilliantly set out, and the stewards really look after you as well. I know. I go regularly. I love it. Absolutely love it. And Charlie, we look forward to seeing MK Dons women play against Keynsham on the 1st of November. But will you come back and talk to us next Sunday just before the game, just so we can see how things are going?
Yeah, no, of course. Again, yeah, I'll be more than happy in obviously speak this time next week in preparation, ready to go, and hopefully again another good week's behind us. Ready to put in performance from the last few weeks into the Keynsham game.